Assalamu alaikum. My name is Syed Mohammad Awais and you're watching Sports Extra on PTV World. There are many topics to discuss, but first we would start with the England versus Pakistan series to be played, and it's an important series for Pakistan. I know that Pakistan has been out of the the Test Championship finals, but it's an important series for Pakistan to get the rhythm back on. There has been selected a few members in the team, but as we speak about the team, I mean, many of the players have been under radar. I mean, especially if you talk about Shaheen Shah Afridi's performance, if you talk about even Babar Azam's performance, many of them criticized that why are they still the part of the England side? They could have been rested and we could have tried some new faces who have been performing well in the Champions Cup, because that could have been a best formula when you try new faces in your home conditions. It's going to be important series for Pakistan as well, because if you talk about England, they have got some flamboyant kind of players playing for the side. They have got McCullum as a head coach, so you just can realize how strong the England team would be in Pakistan. 2 matches to be played at Multan and 1 match to be played at Rawalpindi. We move on. We talk about Champions Audio Cup, where Lions beat Stallions in the first eliminator. If you speak about the Stallions team, unfortunately, I would say Haris and the other player had tried the level best, Jandad Khan, to score some firepower runs so they could have won the match. But unfortunately, it's the winning. If I talk about the match, I mean, 11th and 12th match on the trot, the second batting team has not yet won over here. That shows the problem what we face in the middle order while chasing in the national team too, because when a domestic structure cannot produce some kind of players who can actually play or build up an innings to win the match or win the tournaments, that then showcases what international level you especially fail on. If you talk about the rest of the things, we have got many topics. You know, the Pakistan team champions. If you talk about the SAF Championship, under 17 SAF Championship, which is being played at Bhutan, where Pakistan has been performing superbly. If you talk about the Pakistan opening match, which was played against Nepal, then Bhutan, and then Sri Lanka match, where Pakistan won by 5-1. The semi-finals will take place at Bhutan, where Pakistan to play against Bangladesh team. Pakistan, if you speak about the young Pakistan team, they have been doing a fabulous job. I know that they haven't gone many friendly matches before traveling to SAF Championship. And if you talk about the Pakistan, the constructed team over here, they had some experience of playing in the Norway Cup, which is being carried over there. Pakistan has been doing some superb job over here. If you talk about more about cricket, there has been a lot of leagues going on in Pakistan. It's good if you talk about the grassroots level, where you can actually make your player to groom himself for the national and the international teams. I mean, you have got the Punjab Premier League, which is all set to be played from October 4th. League features 8 teams from Punjab, and it's one of the biggest events in Gujranwala. Hassan Raza stated that Punjab Premier League will mark the beginning of new era in cricket. But I was excited to watch on that. You will have more youngsters playing in it, and they would be live telecast on the television. Like, for example, the Champions Cup, if you speak about that, you have got many youngsters who have been performing well, and now everyone has been talking about them, that they need to be the part of the Pakistan team. We'll speak about all of this, but the important test series, Pakistan versus England, and the Champions League, which is going on right now, the Champions Cup, it's one of the, I would say, topics which has been discussed everywhere, and it has been under radar too, because of the performances the youngsters have been performing, but not still picked up for the Pakistan team. I've been joined by 3 fabulous guests in the studio. First of all, I would join K. Asif, who's the international commentator and broadcaster. Assalamu alaikum, Asif bhai.
Walaikum assalam. Awais, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Asif bhai. I have been joined by Malik Khurram Shahzad, who's a cricket analyst. Assalamu alaikum, Khurram bhai.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Khurram bhai, for your time. And I have been joined by Malik Usman Ahmed, who's a sports analyst. Assalamu alaikum, Usman bhai.
Walaikum assalam.
Thank you so much, Usman bhai. And to move on for the England Test series, if we talk about, but there's a package our team has made on Pakistan squad, which was selected for the England versus Pakistan series. Like I told you, it has been under a lot of scrutiny. Let's watch the package and back with the discussion.
Pakistan Cricket Board has announced 15-player squad for the first test against England, set to take place in Multan from 7th to 11th October. Shan Masood will lead the squad, while Saud Shakil will be vice-captain. The remaining members are Amir Jamal, Dullah Shafiq, Abrar Ahmed, Babar Azam, Mir Hamza, Mohammad Herrera, Mohammad Rizwan, Naseem Shah, Noman Ali, Saim Ayub, Salman Ali Sarfraz Ahmed and Shaheen Shah Afridi. The squad will assemble in Multan on Monday, 30th September, with the training camp commencing on 1st October. Left-arm spinner Noman Ali has replaced fast bowler Khurram Shahzad, who is injured. Kamran Ghulam and Muhammad Ali, who were part of the squad for the Bangladesh tests, dropped from the squad.
Like I told you, I mean, there has been a lot of criticism, there has been a lot of talks going on. Asif, if I speak about the squad which has been selected for the England series, I mean, there has been a lot of talks, especially for Kamran Ghulam, the way he has performed, Tayyib Tahir, Then if you talk about your fast bowling lineup, Shaheen Shah Afridi has been under radar for not his performing well. How do you see the side? But do you still feel that this side playing against England, they really needed some rest?
Well, I think disappointment for the youngsters, as we were discussing yesterday, that why Pakistan Cricket Board is not taking an initiative, and we've been hearing this word surgery for a long time, that we'll do the surgery. The surgery is that the performers of the domestic cricket, they aren't in the side, Kamran Ghulam, and let's talk about the skipper, Shan Masood. What's his performances with the bat and as a skipper? I think that everyone is talking about his abilities, that he's very good over the camera, and that's it. But see, from last 5 test matches, we didn't play well. After so many dismal performances, if Shan Masood is still there, why not Kamran Ghulam? If so many bad performances from Abdullah Shafiq, and if he's still there and he has the confidence over the selection committee and the skipper and the new coach, red ball coach Jason Gillespie, then why not Umar bin Yusuf, and see if you're not bringing your youngsters against team like Bangladesh, how you would take risk and initiative against team like England. So I think your mindset is negative. And we were thinking that after the joining of Jason Gillespie, we will think out of the box, we'll take some bold decisions, but we are following the same traits, that we'll go with our full strength. Either we're losing or winning, who cares?
So if you just talk about Khurram bhai, the Pakistan team which has been selected, I mean, still, I still feel so. It's not that you drop off anyone from the team like Shaheen Shah Afridi. For instance, I would go on the fast bowling lineup over here. Naseem Shah, not picked up for the Pakistan team. The reason was that we are going through the rotational policy. I have a stat going on. Last month, he just played 3 ODI first class matches and 1 first class match. And still, you say that it's basically a rotational policy, not putting load management on him. Then why Shaheen Shah Afridi inside?
Yes, I do agree with you. As you know, recently series is going on, a Champions Cup. You can see the fitness level of Shaheen Shah Afridi. He is not fully fit, and a little bit question mark on the fitness of Shaheen Shah Afridi. As you know, Cricket Board already decided load management, and secondly, Naseem Shah recently came back from the rehabilitation program and rehab program, but he is not fully up to the fit, and you can see the performance of the Naseem Shah is not up to the mark, as he has a express pay. And secondly, I just want to discuss, recently I saw the press release of PCB. They include Zaid Mahmood. He's a great prospect. He's a great leg spinner, and especially for the 5-day cricket, he's a great prospect, and he has a plenty of variety. He can do googly, he can do a leg spin, and he can use a flipper. And as far as Ibrar has concerned, as you know, he will be the trump card of this series. As in last series, he is not performed up to the mark. But if you remember his debut against England, it was an excellent debut, and he will be the trump card.
Usman, if I just speak about a spin bowling option, I mean, I would obviously come to the fast bowling lineup, even the batting. But if you speak about the spin bowling option, you included Nouman Ali back in the squad. If you remember, he hasn't played longer format from many time, and he was there for the Champions Cup. He played just 1 match for Dolphins, and he got smacked for, I guess, 70-75 runs. And you bring him back in the test squad. I know that you still need a good spinner in the test squad because it's a test series against England. That's what I'm saying on why don't we think about the future? Is he in your future plans? The best part, what I feel, is that when you're playing in your home conditions, you always try your young combination over there, because this is the conditions where your players know how to perform. It's really unfortunate that a player performs in his condition and you make his debut to play in Australia, where his career just gets ruined off.
There are 2 ways of looking at these things. I personally feel the team that has been selected is not bad, looking at the circumstances. You can talk about Kamran Ghulam, that could be with the 1 man out who should have been in the side, probably. That is what I think too. But I think in general the team is fine. Talking about Nouman, coming back to your question, see, you need experience against England. If you're talking about the youngsters, you are already losing series one after the other, and you have already got humiliated against Bangladesh. Now, if you want to face England and you want to try out youngsters, we would be the same people sitting on these chairs and talking about that once you did not try out the youngsters against Bangladesh, why are you trying them against a team like England? So there are 2 sides to the coin, and that is how we are looking at it. I think it's a good team. and bringing Numan was not a bad decision as far as I am concerned. I think you need experience against England, and if someone is going to be a good spinner for Pakistan, I think Numan is far better than Abrar Ahmed. I'm not a huge fan of Abrar Ahmed. He may have had a couple of good innings as far as his bowling is concerned, but I don't think he can set the stage on fire. Numan, for that matter, has been successful, although a couple of years back, I agree to that, and UAE pitches which were slow and low. Pakistani pitches are quite different. Pakistan is lacking in their identity. I repeat again, Pakistan are lacking in their identity. Whether they have to go with the faster bowlers, with the spinners, or they are, as a batsman, they're good against faster bowlers or spinners, they just don't know. They heavily rely on Babar Azam. If Babar has a good day, Pakistan generally have a good day. If he doesn't fire, we even lose to Bangladesh. That is where we are struggling. And talking about Jason Gillespie, I think we need to give some time to him. He's a good coach. He has been a hugely successful coach. As a player, he was very successful too. So I think 1 or 1.5 series just don't decide how a good captain or a good coach is. As far as Shan Masood is concerned, I think this series is going to be a litmus test for him, because in Australia we were expected to lose. We lost against Bangladesh, was a nightmare. But against England, if Pakistan gets a result or two, I think there are good chances that he may carry forward. Pakistan has nothing to lose in this series. They have already got humiliated against Bangladesh. So why not get out of
But
that
still,
fear of
Usman
failure and
bhai,
go
the
for
thing
it?
what you said on Asif bhai, I still feel so Pakistan will be under pressure. I know, I still feel that Gillespie needs some time, because he was there just before one series, and it's unfortunate that we start comparing that what has the Australian coach done. They need some time over here. Even I remember when he was in the show, I spoke to him. The way he was talking on that seems that he needs some time to understand the setup of the Pakistan team. But Pakistan will be under pressure, because if you just go by the stats, I mean 21% of Pakistan defeats have been at home in last 2 years. That's a huge thing for Pakistan. Pakistan really need a win over here to get back into the track.
Well, I think that you cannot rule out that he is new. He's not new in cricket, though he's...
No, for Pakistan I'm telling you.
Well, see, he's new in Pakistan, but it does not mean that he doesn't have sense the basic things. The basic things that you cannot read the pitch. The basic things that you don't know that either you're including the spinners or not. The basic things that how you are using your skipper. See, these are the basic things, and we expect something extraordinary from Jason Gillespie. I am not saying that he could fix things overnight and Pakistan team will become champion in a day. Of course, that everyone requires some time. But he's not taking decisions on the right way. Why is taking pressure from the Pakistan Cricket Board while selecting the team? Have you heard during the Champions Cup while he was sitting in the com box what he has said? If you're not sure about Sarfraz Ahmed, why you are including him? Why you're not bringing another young wicketkeeper sitting on the bench? Why you are bringing him again and again and sitting in the over the bench? Please give him a respectable last test match or farewell match and say thank you very much. Now you're getting old. This is what he has said during the commentary. Talking about Shaheen Shah Afridi, he said that I have requested him to spend time with your family. But he was pushing me that I will play. That then why you are here? Then who? Why you are coach?
Asif, then that's insecurity,
see,
no? Asif, it's insecurity.
Who will fix it?
See, we need to understand one thing.
Avans, who will fix it? You, me, or Jason Gillespie, of course.
See, it's just not the Gillespie, the team management, the whole management we're talking about, they need to fix it. If you remember, Khurram bhai, if you remember of the Pakistan Cricket Board, the meeting which was recently held, there were many news came up that like Pakistani players, they told that whatever decision you take for the Pakistan cricket, you need to keep us in loop because it just comes sudden. And unfortunately, from 3 to 4 years, you know, there has been many things going on in Pakistan Cricket Board. It's the Pakistan Cricket Board management which needs to get themselves correct actually. The disturbance what was created in the Pakistan Cricket Board was because of the management.
Yes, I do agree with you. As you know, since last 2 years, uncertainty is going on in Pakistan Cricket Board, and 3 chairmen are already changed. First, Namiz Raja came, then Najam Sethi Saab, Management Committee, then Zaka Ashraf Saab. After that, only elected chairman over here is Mohsin Naqvi Saab, and he wants to do, as you know, but he need a good team. The saying is right man for the right job. Still, he is lacking for a right team to build. And secondly, as you see the connection camp, and plenty of things are going over there. As in press conference, Salwan Nasir told that lack of unity, NOC issues, and after second day, they conducted Khurram Niazi Sab, Director Domestic, good meeting, especially with the region's president. As you know, they are the major stakeholders. and Pakistan need a good, especially domestic structure and long-term planning, and this will be a good sign.
That's the thing I'm saying on Malik Usman. If you talk about the domestic structure, I hope so this domestic structure fixes permanently for Pakistan, so at least you can have one roadmap that this is the domestic structure we need to follow to represent Pakistan. I might be wrong, you might just comment on this. We have changed our domestic structure every year. You talk about India, Ranji Trophy, it has been from 100 years. You talk about county circuit, it has been more than 100 years. Same as with Australia. But we change it every year. It needs to be at least fixed that this is the domestic structure of Pakistan which needs to be followed.
See, it's again, I would like to talk about this, the individual talent. Pakistan was never built on system. It was always about having an eye for a natural special talent. The team Pakistan had in the past 10, 20, 25 years, or even before that, they had a good percentage of winning as compared to India. India had this structure not since yesterday, for the past few decades, but Pakistan always had an upper hand against India apart from past couple of years. That means what? Pakistan's system is not bringing out the natural flair. I don't agree to that. The problem with us is that the chopping and changing that has been carried out for the past 1 or 2 years has not only disturbed the management system of the PCB but also the team in general. If you look at the past 1.5 years, every chairman wanted to displace the captain Babar Azam. So what was the fuss all about? Did the chairman knew more about cricket than the captain himself? I don't think so. Was there a revolt between the players? It wasn't there. The team was more stable. This Pakistan team had an upper hand against India. They won the Champions Trophy. They beat India by 10 wickets. Pakistan had the match in their hand in Melbourne as well. So Pakistan has a good team at international level. It is only in the past 1.5 years that things are not flowing as it is.
That's the thing.
But
Sorry,
that-
Osman bhai,
Osman bhai, this team is same. Then what's wrong there?
That is what I'm talking about. It is not only about the players. We are talking about the players. We are talking about the management. It has to be a bit of both. It is not always about the players. It is not always about the management as well. See, I for myself can speak about Mr. Mohsin Naqvi. I think he actually wants to do things right. The thing what is hampering him is his pace. He wants to do it very, very quickly. That is not going to happen. Talking about, I will give you an example of Jason Gillespie. Is he a good coach? Certainly. Is Gary Kirsten a good coach? Certainly. So he has got that thing right. But you have to give them time. If you think that 1 or 2 series or 1 or 2 matches are going to dictate how the choice was made about Jason Gillespie or Gary Kirsten, I don't agree with that. The problem is, if you look at Jason Gillespie, and he stated that I actually asked Shaheen Shah Afridi to take a rest. See, you cannot drop a champion player of a national team suddenly, because that Pakistan media was going to kill you. They would have eaten you up. You are a foreign coach, you need to understand the culture. It is not only about cricket, it is about the culture as well. It is about the domestic nature of Pakistan cricket, and it's not only about international cricket. So it is, everything is going to take time. It is everything has to go through a flow in a loop, and it is, if you take a very, very quick or a fast decision, you are going to lose your job.
So that's the thing. I mean, Asif bhai, because this is the team. If you remember, when, like even Usman bhai said on, remember in Australia we went till semi-finals. In Dubai we went till semi-finals. Unfortunately, Australia
to the
to
final,
the
and we could have
finals.
won that game.
We could have won the game. Yeah, we could have won that game.
Taken that
This was the team which actually had done miracles. You had a team unity. Everyone was speaking about Pakistan team, that there's a team unit over there. What suddenly happened? That's the question everyone has been asking on. It was the uncertainty created by the Pakistan Cricket Board changing on chops of the captains that disturbed all the calendar of Pakistan team.
I would like to add something, if Asif bhai allows.
Yeah, sure,
because
please.
The question
Sure,
was asked
sure.
Asif bhai. See, another issue was with your medical management as well. Shaheen Shah Afridi got injured. He has not been the same. Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah got injured, and you see how much time he has
Ehsanullah, he's
taken.
nowhere to see him.
I was going to speak about Ehsanullah as well. So these were your trio: Shaheen, Naseem, and Haris Rauf. They were touted as the best trio in the world just before the Asia Cup. So what suddenly changed after that? I think somewhere down the line, it was the management that wanted this team to fail somewhere. If you remember, India media actually quoted this during the World Cup of 2023. The current players playing in the World Cup, going through that World Cup campaign, stated that some of the members in the management actually want this team to fail so that they could implement their efforts and their decisions and the outcome.
Asif bhai, I just want to come back to the Pakistan-England test squad. I mean, going to the batting order. There has been many talks about the batting order, that the Pakistan batting order still looks the same which was against Bangladesh. They haven't been performing well. Are you satisfied with the Abdullah Shafiq back in the squad? Then Saim Ayub, I know he has performed well, but you have got Hurera in the middle order. Then you speak about Mohammad Hurera, you have got Mohammad Rizwan, Noman Ali, Saim Ayub, Salman Ali Agha.
Before answering your question, I would like to add something about Usman Bhai's comment. Usman Bhai, see recently what happened at South Africa. They came up with a very young side. Does not matter, they lost against Afghanistan. But they were giving chances to the bench strength. They have taken some bold decisions. Let me give you another example of Virat Kohli. Right before this series, the BCCI asked him, requested him to come as a vice captain. He said, no, I will concentrate on my batting. So sometimes when the players, they aren't taking decisions for themselves, then the board comes up and the board show them the direction that you guys are doing wrong. So I think that in Shaheen Shah Afridi's case, why he went to Netherlands when he was injured, why he has traveled just because of friendship or what? I think that is it. That was his bad decision. And who has caused the deficit? Of course, the Pakistan cricket team. Pakistan cricket team was in deficit. The second thing now, coming back to the batting order, the question of Awais. Abdullah Shafiq, for me, I think now this is a very wrong choice. The way he had performed in last 3-4 months, or maybe in last 5 test matches, if I say, that his performance is very below average. And even then you are giving him chances. What happened against Bangladesh? Pakistan was in trouble. And he played a very, very rubbish shot. And Pakistan lost that match. If I was the captain, I could have talked to the management that I don't want this guy for next 10 matches. You have to take decisions. If you talk about surgery, but even you don't go for the little operations, it won't work. And Usman Bhai, the way you were saying that the Mohsin Naqvi Sahab wants to do something special and quickly, I think you could do quickly with your bold decisions.
I still feel so one thing that Usman Bhai, Malik Khurram Shahzad and Asif Bhai, there has been many statements, but it has to be implemented. That's the biggest thing. I mean, because I know verbal
Who will
statements have been
implement-
it's
implement
important.
Awais?
I
Who
hope
will?
so. I hope so. They
Who
will
will?
be
This is the
implemented.
best
The
time to
chairman-
take a harsh decisions.
Yes,
the
this is
Pakistan
the
Cricket
best
Board.
time.
But I
Yes.
need to
best
move
time.
on to the Champions One Day Cup. I mean, it's an important tournament going on. For example, if we just talk about Shoaib Malik, he had a statement yesterday where he said that the players who have been called for the Pakistan Test squad, it was no need for them to leave the national championship going on. They could have practiced over here. Is it right or not? But still, the way Pakistan, I would say the Champions Cup has been going, it's a good momentum, but there has been many I raise question marks on it that why you can't have the chasing team still chasing on over here. We have a small package of the Champions One Day Cup. Let's watch the package and continue discussion.
Lions beat Stallions by 12 runs in the first eliminator match of the Champions One Day Cup in Faisalabad. Earlier, the Lions captain won the toss and elected to bat. Lions posted a total of 263 runs in allotted 50 overs. Ahmed Daniel played a brilliant knock, remaining unbeaten with 65 runs. He smashed 2 fours and 5 sixes.
Once again, a solid connection this time and into the stands of Iqbal Stadium.
Mohammad Taha made 47 while Amir Yamin made 46 runs.
Finally in the air and played towards the clock tower of Faisalabad. Gun barrel straight. This is Amir Yamin for you. Now it crosses over the boundary rope. What counter punch?
From the Stallions side, Bacha took 3 wickets.
और डिलीवरी थी और बोल्ड एक और विकेट प्ले डाउन की सूरत में
While Adil Amin and Mas Sadakat claimed 2 wickets each.
innings perished in the cause. This is a good stroke and into the hands of the fielder.
In reply, the Stallions did not reach the total as they bowled out for 251 runs. Yasir Khan was the top scorer with 39 runs, hitting 7 fours.
दूसरी इनिंग्स में ज्यादा रन बनाए और ये दूसरी इनिंग्स में यासिर रन बना रहे हैं शानदार स्ट्रेट ड्राइव
For the Lions, Ahmed Daniel and Khushdil Shah each took 3 wickets. Ahmed Daniel received the Player of the Match award for his commendable performance. Lions will now face Mahors in the second eliminator on Friday, with the winner facing Panthers in Sunday's final.
Champions One Day Cup, we have been speaking about that. There has been many eye-raised questions on the Champions One Day Cup that there's no team has been able, just one team, which was yesterday, has not been able to chase the total. Malik Khurram Shehzad, if we just talk about this tournament, it has been an important tournament for the youngsters specifically. Many have been saying one thing was really good, that you could have given chances to the youngsters in the opening stance. Later on the stages, you could have tried your senior players which have to get into the England side, because even Shoaib Malik has quoted that the players selected for the England team could have been the part of the Champions Cup, so they could have got more practice.
As far as, first of all, I would like to talk about the crowd. As far as the crowd is concerned, at starting matches, you have seen a number of spectators came over there. And in later on in qualifier and eliminator match, there is no more crowds over there. And secondly, as far as youngster has concerned, you can see number of plenty of talent you can see. Especially I want to discuss about the Ubaid Shah. He is a great prospect, especially for the 4-day cricket, especially longer format. And secondly, Abdul Samad. And yesterday you have seen the especially inning of Ahmed Danial. He is a great prospect and he is a great all-rounder as well.
Khurram bhai, Usman bhai, if I just speak about the youngsters coming up, especially Tayyib Tahir, I know he's not a young, but still he has been into domestic cricket. He has been consistently performing well. Then you got Ahmed Danial, who belongs to Lahore Qalandar. He has been doing a superb job in the domestic structure, bowled well, batted well yesterday. Then Muhammad Ali, the young fast right-arm fast bowler, who almost won the match against Australia under-19, if you remember, in the World Cup. There has been many good youngsters over here. But the biggest question for me is again that once this tournament is over, what's the plan for them? How do you get them back into the Pakistan circle?
What was the plan through this tournament? I just don't know, because you yourself have disregarded this tournament as important, because in the business end of the tournament, all your international players have gone to the national team and they are not more featuring in this tournament. You see what was the buzz all about in this Champions Cup, and we would get new talent, the bench strength, and all the international players are going to play in this and everything. And once the business end of the tournament has arrived, none of them is there. You look at the crowd has subdued as well. And that is how this PCB has been functioning for the past few months, that they hype up a certain thing and suddenly they themselves pull it out. Just look at the under-19 domestic tournament that they wanted to start. They just started and it vanished off. Likewise, this Champions Cup. And talking about the good performers, what important performances would you consider them to be giving once that the tournament is no more important for PCB? This is what I was talking about a couple of moments back, that our chairman wants to do lot many things, and that too quickly. See, if you knew that England team was going to arrive at this date, you could have either started this tournament a bit earlier, or you could have done this afterwards. Having a one-day tournament before a test series, I just did not understand. Likewise, for the decision to take out your international players and ask them to join a connection camp and not feature in the knockout tournament of this so-called Champions Cup that was going to define the future of Pakistan's domestic cricket. I just don't understand what is going on in the mind. It's too brisk and too quick decisions that does not just make any sense for me. And likewise for this youngsters.
That's rightly pointed, Usman, because sorry for interrupting you, because Asif, if I just go a little bit away from the cricket topic, if you talk about your general public and especially your sponsor, whenever I talk to sponsor, he says one thing, that see, if I spend something, if I sponsor a team, I need some big guns in the team. I mean, obviously that catches the market value, and that even catches your crowd value, especially. But like this tournaments, which have been now played in Faisalabad, I hope so you see Gujranwala back with a crowd within the stadiums. But these tournaments are great to attract the general public, even sponsors in the domestic structure. So at least your young guns can be feeded up with the sponsorship money. This player especially who represent Pakistan, how important is it that they stick around till the last date of the tournament?
Once again, that will take that decision. Of course, Pakistan Cricket
Chaos.
Board and then of course that Pakistan Cricket Board, once again no planning, and of course everyone knew that the English team is coming, and the main players, the prior players, and the squad members, definitely they will leave for the camp. So keeping that in mind, if you haven't taken the good decision, I think that the policy is poor, the planning is poor, and you're talking about that how you're engaging crowd with yourself. Of course, with the big guns, with the big names, if there is no Babar Azam, that why the crowd will go, and even then when your youngsters, they're not performing up to the mark as right when we were watching that package from Sabah.
But Asif, I still sorry for interrupting, but I still feel one thing. the guys who are playing for Pakistan, who have represented Pakistan, you can say in more than some 10 to 15 test matches, what is their performance? That's what I'm saying. The youngsters have performed well. Seriously, I'm talking about.
well,
but look
you
at the guys
didn't-
who are experienced. What is their performance?
You didn't let me complete. This
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
I was
sure.
saying. That
Please.
have you seen what was going on in Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium during the Bangladesh Test match? That there was no crowd. Why? Then the Pakistan team was not performing well. We lost against USA. We lost against India. We lost against Afghanistan. And that's why the crowd demands, that the crowd demands now some victories from Pakistan cricket team. And if team is not performing well in the ICC tournaments, we're losing against oppositions like USA. That why crowd will be there and supporting you all the way, that on one song, tum jeeto ya haro, hame tumse pyar. It's not like that. Now we demand good performances. As you said that the prior players, they didn't perform well. Yes, and that's why crowd, they have showed their concern and they showed their protest. They didn't come to watch Bangladesh Test. The crowd wasn't amazing because Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium always famous for his crowd. But what happened against the Bangladesh series, the empty chairs, that's a very, very alarming thing. And Pakistan Cricket Board should look into that.
Khurram, then why is it? I mean, like I always said one thing, it's not, again, I would say it's not a dropping of the team. Your senior campaigners, for example, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Babar Azam, for instance. Okay, fine, just go with Shaheen Shah Afridi first. Why the Pakistan Cricket Board or the Pakistan team management are scared? I would say that they're scared to tell him that we are getting you rested for one match. Sit with the analyst, sit with a psychologist, think what's going on wrong, come with a fresh body. Why is it?
Still, as you know, there are plenty of analysts with along Pakistan cricket team. I just want to take the names. Usman Hashmi is there since working over since last 2 decades with Pakistan senior team, Pakistan junior team, with women team, and Tala Bhatt is over there, and he's working over there more than 2 decades, and he has plenty of knowledge about the cricket software. As you know, modern era, there are plenty of different software. We are working on it, Canovia, Slaycon, Dotfish. And these sorts of things you have, and you cannot do according to your performance. And I do agree with Asif Saab, especially about the spectators crowd of Rawalpindi. As you know, you can see in past there are plenty of crowds coming over. They are always jam-packed crowd in PSL in rest of matches. As you know, most popular game of Pakistan is cricket, and Pakistan is lacking since in all format of games. Pakistan lost against USA in T20 format. Pakistan lost against India in ODI cricket, and recently Pakistan lost against Bangladesh. This will be very alarming cause, especially for the Pakistan cricket.
It has been a lot, I mean, because Pakistan cricket has been going through many things, but it's good sign to see that you have got many leagues being established in Pakistan to focus on the talent, especially at the grassroots level. There's a Punjab Premier League press conference which was held over here, and it's an important, again, I would say that when you highlight your youngsters, especially at this level. Khurram bhai, if you speak about this league, I know there has been many leagues around Pakistan, but one thing was good that it's a natural thing. A player performs and he's live telecast. That's where the people start talking about him.
Alhamdulillah, luckily I was a part of all the leagues, especially when PSL was started. I was a part of PSL, and currently I'm with KPL and SPL, and yesterday I was present there in press conference of Punjab Premier League. It will be a good sign. Especially for the promotion of cricket, the best slogan of their drug-free society. As you know, they are providing a healthy activity, especially for the grassroots. And the venue is very good of Gujranwala. Gujranwala has their own history, and plenty of Pakistan history over there in Gujranwala. And secondly, for the promotion of cricket, Punjab Premier League is very good sign.
If you talk about more about PPL, I mean, there's a package of Punjab Premier League. Let's watch it and continue the discussion.
The Punjab Premier League is set to commence on October 4th in Gujranwala. Rawalpindi Mahors, comprising top players from the Potuhar region, will participate with their training camp starting on September 28 under former Test cricketer and senior coach Hassan Raza. During a press conference, CEO Chaudhry Nadeem Manzoor highlighted that the Punjab Premier League will become Pakistan's largest cricket event after Pakistan Super League, featuring featuring 8 teams from across Punjab. He emphasized the goal of providing opportunities to local talent from Rawalpindi, Islamabad and surrounding areas while promoting a drug-free lifestyle among the youth.
We are going to start the Punjab Premier League and it's good for young talent. Our mission is drug-free lifestyle and screen to playgrounds. I will try to my best deliver for our new talent and cricketers, inshallah.
Coach Hassan Raza noted that the league will nurture new cricket talent and the Rawalpindi Mahors aim to become a key contributor to Pakistan's national cricket team in the coming years.
We're looking exciting cricket T20 format around the world everywhere. So looking forward to good team in Markhor Pindi. I'm appointed to the coach here in Rawalpindi Markhor. Looking forward to the big and good talent for the people that participate from the PSL and the youngsters. They're going to chance high energy, high level cricket and motivate from the Pakistan cricket. So that's why there are good people, youngsters who play for under 19, play for domestic cricket in Pakistan, grade 2 level. So a good opportunity for the every people in Pakistan, youngsters.
The league promises to be a thrilling showcase of emerging talent, with cricket fans eagerly anticipating an exciting that will further strengthen Pakistan's cricketing landscape.
Punjab Premier League, it's going to be highlighting the youngsters. I mean, Kiasi, if I speak about this league specifically, there has been many leagues in Pakistan, but I like told you, it's one of the good things. At least some of the talent which is not recognized by major teams gets recognition.
Well, I think that it's a very good opportunity for the youngsters. I would like to say thanks and congratulations to the organizer. They're bringing a very good event for youngsters especially. And we've watched KPL, then Sindh Premier League, and now it's PPL, Punjab Premier League. So a chance for the young players of the Punjab, come showcase your talent and tell to the rest of the world that you could do something special for Pakistan.
That's great. I mean, because obviously I told you, like this league, especially they highlight the youngsters who have been playing in slum areas. Specifically, they get highlighted by this league. Thank you so much, you three of. And we speak about Gorak Bike Rally 2024, which is a 3-day rally at Gorak Hill Station. Rally will take place from 29th September to 1st of October. It's going to be organized by the Green Tourism and Sindh Tourism. It's important when you speak about this landscapes because this kind of rallies, and like if you have got the Cholistan Jeep Rally, then you got the Gorak Bike Rally, it just not only focuses the empowerment, it even helps the community over there to rebuild themselves. I've been joined by on telephone calls, my head anchor, I would say, a co-anchor with me, that's Ahmed Nawaz. Assalamu alaikum, Ahmed bhai.
Walaikum assalam, Awais. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Ahmed bhai, for joining us. Ahmed bhai, what would you like to add on about the Gorak Bike Rally? How important it is to actually highlight the Sindh, the deprived community of the Sindh community areas?
Absolutely, Awais. Today was the official press conference of the Gorak Bike Rally. This is the Gorak Off-Road Bike Rally 2024 that is being held at Gorak Hills, and of course it's being partnered by Green Tourism with the Sindh Tourism Development Corporation. And in the official press conference, Mr. Zulfikar Ali Shah, who's the Honorable Provincial Minister for Tourism, Culture and Antiquities in Sindh, was in attendance addressing the rally. He, of course, once again highlighted the importance of the region, which is, of course, the Gorak Hills, and that it's a fantastic destination for tourism. Not only they're looking to uplift the area by providing it a platform for adventure sports, but they're also trying to establish it as a permanent tourist destination as well. Now, obviously, there are setbacks according to infrastructure development, but Mr. Zulfikar Ali Shah, the Honorable Minister, highlighted that they're also in talks of, establishing a road link that would further reduce the time from 7 or 8 hours to just 3 hours. So there is a lot of development going on in that area. And when you talk about the bike rally itself, it's absolutely fantastic that we see a dedicated bike rally. Before that, we've seen Cholistan and Thar as well, but there are dedicated car rallies. Along with them, bikes can participate. But this is an all-natural track that can only be occupied by virtue of a bike. You can't even take a car there. So I think it's a natural terrain, and it's pure, I think, a taste of mountain bike experience. And it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. About 65 riders are taking part in this event, which includes 60 male riders, 5 female riders. So all in all, I think it's going to set the boundary very high for adventure tourism, especially motorsports in Pakistan.
Ahmed, one thing you just mentioned about the, I would say, equality, gender equality, because it has been fabulous when you speak about your women sports. I mean, they have been participating in this, and it's a 3-day festival for that area. How important this festival, I would say, is important for the development of that area?
Well, immensely important. I'll address your second question first. I mean, they call it the Murray of Sindh. Now, people even like me were unaware of what the area possesses as well. Obviously, now that we get to see it, that we realize that the temperatures are, plummeting even to below temperatures of Murray. So, I mean, you take the entire population of Sindh that travels all across provinces to Islamabad and then heads towards Murray for a tourist destination, when they've got Gorakh right across 6 hours or 7 hours from Karachi. So I think it's a fantastic destination. The only problem has been infrastructure development, but the Sindh Tourism Development Corporation is now gradually improving the infrastructure. They're establishing restaurants. They've got guest houses there as well, which they're, of course, transforming into modern facilities. So there's a lot of work being done. I think the only missing link was the travel time. But now, since we know that a road is being constructed, which will reduce the travel time, like I just mentioned, to only 3 hours, it's going to be very, very convenient for people to travel to those areas. So I think that will set the boundary very high. And regarding your first question about the female participation, I think it's very important that we need to establish the culture. I was talking to one of the participants as well, who's representing the female bike community, and she said that it was right now the biggest challenge for her has not been riding a bike. She said she's been riding it in a city since a long time, but now this is her first rally. She said the biggest challenge has been to convince her parents. And I think it's very, very important that we convince the parents by virtue of establishing a culture and, of course, inspire the next generation of bike riders, first of all. So I think it's very important that we set aside cultural and social taboos and we create a safe environment and a secure environment for our daughters and sisters to actually participate in these rallies.
You rightly point, because Ahmed, it's really important for us. I mean, if you just look at the future, thank you so much. You're there with the PT World discussing about the Gorakh rally, and if you just talk about this rally specifically, like you have got the Safranga Jeep rally, then the Cholistan Jeep rally. This has literally made a landmark everywhere around the world of Pakistan, and I hope so you see more our generation focusing on this sports, and it's one of the dying sports. I would say we need to really focus and uplift this over here. But like I told you, we have the SAF Under-17 Championship, Pakistan versus Bangladesh coming up. It's a semi-final match for Pakistan Under-17. It's a major match to take place. I hope so Pakistan wins this tournament, because of, if I talk about football, there have been no much facilities for these players, but still they have been performing brilliantly at the highest level. There's a package. You watch the package for me and for the entire team. It's good for today.
Pakistan's under-17 football team progressed to the semi-finals of the 2024 South Asian Football Federation Under-17 Championship in Bhutan, following an impressive 5-1 win against Sri Lanka in their final group game. Subhan Karim kicked off their scoring for Pakistan in the 20th minute, putting his team 1-0 ahead. Mohammad Talha then extended the lead to 2-0 10 minutes later. Subhan scored again in the 36th minute, securing his second goal and giving Pakistan a 3-0 lead at half mid-time. In the second half, Sri Lanka's defense struggled, resulting in an owl goal that increased Pakistan's lead to 4-0. Abdul Ghani furthered the score to 5-0 in the 56th minute, although Sri Lanka scored a goal in the 76th minute, insufficient to challenge Pakistan's dominant performance.